time for Ask Wendy now. Yasmin is in Baltimore. Hi, Yas. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Good, thanks. How can I help?
Wendy, I have a question. So I'm a freshman in college, and I've experienced some criticism from my male peers. Sometimes they'll mansplain things to me, and in my field, it's male-dominated, which can be a little overwhelming.
What do you want to do?
It's becoming a bit difficult, and it's frustrating dealing with these issues. So I'm gonna ask you, as a successful woman, Wendy, how did you navigate, and how do you now navigate staying on top even when faced with criticism from your male peers?
Well, what is your major? What do you want to do with your degree?
So I'm pursuing something STEM related, research, something in a mathematical field, hopefully.
Well, you need to have a conversation with these men. You know, I totally get what you mean when you say mansplain. You need to have a conversation with them individually and all together as a group, and just let them know that you are in to win. You're very serious about what you want to major in. You don't mind working with them and studying with them, but they've got to understand one thing. Yasmin is no dope. Okay?
Absolutely.
All right, good luck. All right, Barry is in Toronto. Hi, Barry. What's your question?
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
How you doing?
So, Wendy, I'm at a crossroads in my life, and I need your help. Okay, so, Wendy, I'm 30 years old. I've been at my job for 4 years now, and I've been working throughout the pandemic, so I'm super grateful, and I like most of the people I work with. But, Wendy, here's the thing. A lot of my friends who are even younger than me, they're making twice as much money as I am, getting promotions, all this good stuff. So, Wendy, I want to buy a house. I want to have kids. You know, I want to get a little fellation of the situation too, you know what I mean? But I can't afford it. So, Wendy, do I bite the bullet and leave my secure job for more money? Or do I have that awkward conversation with my boss and be like, sis, come on now, come on.
And you said you've been there for 4 years and you haven't gotten a raise?
Just like, you know, a little 10 cents here, 20 cents there, but it's nothing to talk about at all.
Well, I would have a conversation. I would present my case, you know, make an appointment with your boss, present your case. You know, money is tight everywhere these days. I'm not sure that you're going to get the raise that you want. But if you're happy there, how do you know your friends who are getting all this money are actually happy? You know?
True.
But I also understand you want to save to get fillers and buy a house and have kids. So have the conversation with your boss, but make sure that you are well rehearsed, okay?
Okay.
Okay, good luck. More Ask Wendy is next. Hey, I thought we were going to do shoe cam. We did not? Oh. Lovely. Lovely. Anyway, it's time for more Ask Wendy. So Nicole is in Chicago. Nicole, hi. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Fine, thank you. How can I help?
So recently, my best friend and boyfriend have been hanging out alone together, and they've been going behind my back to do it. And when I confronted them about this, they claimed they've just become better friends, but I'm still a little suspicious about it.
Yeah.
And I've never had a reason to distrust them prior to this, but all of this secrecy has me a little concerned. So my question for you is, am I overreacting here, or am I right to feel suspicious?
No, you're right to feel suspicious. How dare they hang out without you and sneak around and do it? How old are you, honey?
I'm 18.
Oh, please, leave him alone. And by the way, will she still be your friend, or are you planning on dusting both of them? It's fine with me.
I don't know. I mean, I had planned to like room with her and everything. She's one of my best friends, so it's a little complicated.
Well, I say keep her, dump him. But then they'll still be friends behind your back. See, when you dump her or dump him, then all of a sudden you're going to wake up on a Saturday morning, he's going to be in the kitchen swigging out of the orange juice. You know?
True.
It's hard, but I say dump him and have a very, very stern conversation with her. Okay? She's not allowed to be his friend anymore. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Liz is in Florida. Liz, hi, what's your question?
How you doing, Wendy?
How you doing?
Well, I'm a business owner and I work pretty much around the clock. And as you know, that means that Personal life can go by the wayside, which is often a huge turnoff for guys. I often hear like, when are you going to slow down? When can you stop traveling as much so we can spend more time, the whole nine? And I've worked really hard to get where I'm at.
Yeah.
So when is the appropriate time to say like, I'm not changing?
First date. First date. That way he's not in for a shock, Don't talk all about your career. Otherwise, you sound like a boring businesswoman, You have to be romantical and bat your eyes and stuff and giggle. But I think it's very, very important that he understands that this is what you do. You worked very, very hard, and you're not about to give it up for a man. Not now. So, and by the way, maybe if you date an older gentleman as opposed to how old are you, like 35?
38.
Yeah, maybe if you date like a 45-year-old, maybe he'll be more understanding because he's busy as well. But then you get into the complications of if he has children do you have kids?
No, and I don't really want to have kids either. So if he had kids, that would be fabulous.
Okay, we'll make that announcement the first date as well. Good. All right, time for Ask Wendy. Camila is in Orlando. Hi, Camila. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Fine, thanks. How can I help you, Camila?
So this is my dilemma. So I've known this couple since high school, and it's been a long time since then. And everything about them seems perfect. They literally do everything together. So the other day, I walked into the store, and tell me how I saw the girl holding hands and boot up with another guy. I was literally so shocked because I was like, so then I was like, okay, maybe her and the guy from high school broke up. So I went and checked on Facebook. And I kid you not, Wendy, they literally just got engaged a couple months ago. So, yeah, my question to you is, should I tell the guy or should I just mind my business and keep it pushing?
Well, she didn't see you, did she?
No, I had shades on and my mask on, and I didn't take them off.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, so everybody's really young still. And this is a wedding that you will be invited to?
No.
Are you better friends with him than her?
Yeah, but I don't think I would be invited to the wedding.
Why?
I don't know. They really haven't mentioned anything to me, so.
Well, they just got engaged.
Yeah, but I saw it on Facebook.
Do you want to say something to him? Is he a better friend to you than she is?
I kind of do want to say something to him because, like, I feel like if I was in that position, I would want somebody to tell me.
Well, do you mind losing both of them as friends? You're not really friends with them anyway.
No.
So then tell him.
Okay.
Tell him about what time of day it was, tell him what aisle they were on, and tell him approximately what this guy looked like and how booed up were they. Did she have a leg kicking in the air while she hugged him?
They were like holding hands, like as if they were like together.
Well, call him up right after we get off the Zoom, okay?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let him know.
Alrighty.
All right, bye.
All right, I'll tell him. Thank you.
Okay, Irena is in California. Irena, how you doing?
How you doing?
Fine, thanks. How can I help you?
Oh my goodness, Wendy, I've been married to my husband Basil for 16 years, and he's a really, really good guy. All that is good. But he treats our marriage like a business. He is a very traditional, kind of a structured, very routine kind of a guy. And, we have family meetings and he'll treat us like his employees. I feel like since we've been homeschooling for 8 years, and he runs a small business. So I kind of feel like the problem is that we haven't really found time to be friends in between. And I guess my question is, how can I just kind of become friends again with my husband?
Have the same conversation you're having with me. It makes perfect sense. You love him. And, you've been homeschooling all along. But, and I find, by the way, nothing wrong with family meetings. Family meetings are a must, at least every 2 weeks. But if he's putting you on the side of the kids and he's dictating to you, that's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be the parents against the kids.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so just have the conversation. Yeah. It's easy. Okay, good luck. More Ask Wendy is next. It's time for more Ask Wendy. Zach is in Pennsylvania. How you doing, Zach?
How you doing, Wendy?
Hi.
So listen, okay. So listen, I just came out of the closet. I was in a relationship with my ex-girlfriend for 5 years. And while I was delivering pizzas, I dropped some pizzas off to this guy's work, and we literally just hit it off. We never stopped talking. We were texting nonstop. We hung out a couple times. And then he told me that he was married, he had kids. And I'm basically just wondering now, like after he told me all this, like late in our relationship, should I still continue to to try to be friends with him? Should I talk to him?
No,
I mean,
you
should I tell
shouldn't.
his wife at this point?
Zach, don't do anything, because guess what? You dragged an innocent girl down your rainbow path for 5 years, okay? So you have to deal with that.
Well,
no, now you're happy out of the closet. I'm glad that you're honest with yourself. Now this guy is dragging his wife and kids down his rainbow path. Leave that man all the way alone, and good luck with your new life. Congratulations, and how you do it.
Thank
All
you.
right, Bailey is from Texas. What's your, oh, Bailey, hi.
Hi, Wendy, how you doing?
How can I help you? You could ask me this, you could come in the office today.
Oh, well, if I would have known, I would have come.
We have open door. What are you, new here?
Oh, no.
New rules, open door policy, just knock hard.
Okay.
Okay.
Noted from now on. So I love my mom. She's 50, but she is obsessed with social media. She's always posting. She's always looking at it. She started posting my business on social media, and I've tried to get her to stop and kind of like put the phone down. I've even defriended her at one point to see if she would get the message, but that just upset her and hurt her feelings. How do I get my mom to kind of back off on the social media?
Well, does she know how bad social media is? Does she know that you work here, that you're a staffer who, you sit in the audience?
I told her this might be coming if it didn't stop, but...
All right, well, Mom, first of all, stop. You're putting your daughter's privacy in jeopardy. She's a big star now here at the Wendy Show. And second of all, Bailey, if I were you, I wouldn't share much about my life with your mother. You go over, you have burgers, you talk about the food. There's a million things to talk about with your mom besides your love life and your friendship circle. And when she sees you here at Wendy, Mom, leave her alone. She's on the clock. We'll be right back. I ate my way through commercial. Anyway, it's time for Ask Wendy. Ricky's in California. How you doing, Ricky?
How you doing, Wendy?
Good. How can I help you?
All right. So I just recently turned 20 years old, and I'm almost done with school. I have a good, stable job and a stable savings. And recently I learned that a lot of my long-term friends have kind of turned into haters. Every single time I post like a cute picture or they see me like doing bad or like needing some support, they always want to put me down and discourage me. So I wanted to ask you, do you think that maybe I should let those friends go and find new ones, or if they're worth holding on to?
Let them go. You don't have time. You're graduating. Look, that was an old phase in your life. Life has different phases. And I know that you hear me often say, because I'm quick to drop people, but that's because I have no time for headaches. These friends hate on you because you're doing better than them. And you don't have time to explain to them. So it's time for you to be independent and find new friendship circle. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So
absolutely.
Shannon,
Thank you.
Shannon is in Maryland. How you doing, Shannon?
How you doing, Wendy?
Good. How can I help you?
I'm 41 years old. I was in the same relationship since I was 16 years old. We divorced last year, right before the lockdown. So I wasn't able to get out and date, and that was fine then. But it's a new year. I'm ready to date. But my friends say I'm unapproachable and I have archaic tendencies. On these dating apps, these guys are giving one-word answers. They don't open doors. They want to go half on dates. I just think it's foolishness. That maybe I'm old-fashioned. Are my friends right? Should I be more flexible?
Well, I need to know more about you, but based on your conversation, yeah, you should be more flexible. Half on a date, there's nothing wrong with that until he becomes somebody more important to you. A lot of times guys get the wrong, because men are foolish. If they feel as though they're paying for the full date, then they feel as though you owe them a goodnight kiss or a feel up or something like that. You might have some archaic ways. Stick to your friends, but also stick to your true beliefs. And good luck dating. You have some work to do, I would say. Good luck.
Thank you, Wendy.
Mel is in North Carolina. Hi, Mel. How you doing?
How you doing?
Good. How can I help you?
So, Wendy, I have a neighbor across the street, and she has little kids. And now that I'm older and my son is grown, I have 2 teenage girls. I can't stand little kids. Like, keep your toddlers away from me. And I have a big trampoline in my yard, and I know they want to come over and play, and I want to help her because she's a single mom. I want to be nice, but at the same time, I'm afraid it's going to turn into like an everyday thing. Should I let her kids come over and play on my trampoline?
Do you use the trampoline yourself?
Yes.
Okay. I would say no, because first of all, I'm thinking of the liability. If one of those kids breaks their neck, then it's going to be your fault. So you talk about that with her regarding the liability and, you know, insurance. You know, you were talking to your insurance person about something else, and then he asked you about the trampoline because he knows you have it, and then you told him who plays on it, and then he said no. See, blame it on the insurance guy. Okay?
Okay.
Dum, da, dum, 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 dum. Have a nice day. Welcome back. It's time for Ask Wendy. Crystal is in Virginia. Crystal, how you doing?
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Good. What's your question?
My question is, I was pregnant in the beginning of the pandemic, and I only told a few people. For Thanksgiving, I posted things that I was grateful for, concluding with my ultrasound. I had already had my baby, and people keep asking me when I'm due. They still think I'm pregnant. So knowing that you're pretty private about sharing pictures of your son, I was wondering, should I share my baby with social media?
You still look pregnant and you had the baby in November? I just want to be clear on that.
No, I posted on social media, so they think I'm still pregnant.
Well, why? I don't understand the big riddle. Tell your friends. It doesn't mean that you have to put your pictures of the baby on social media or even give them copies of the picture. But maybe you want to have, your friends be informed that you actually had the baby and that you're not pregnant anymore. Now, what was your reasoning for not wanting anybody to know? I mean, I know you're private. What, are you not with the baby's father?
No, we're together. I don't know. I guess I just wanted her for myself. And then it got so far along that I was like, well, should I show her? How do I show her? When do I tell everybody? So if you think I should, I could show her now on your show.
Tell them. All right, go ahead. Where is she?
Oh, she's right here, and she's such a big fan of you.
Oh, wow. Beautiful. Wow. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Good luck with your friends. They're going to understand.
You.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Lisa's in Maryland. Hi, Lisa. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Fine, thanks. How can I help you?
So, Wendy, back in September of 2019, I met the perfect older gentleman. I've never dated older, so as I get older, I thought it was going to be perfect for me. We went everywhere together. We went on vacations, trip, RVing. Mind you, I didn't have to pay for a thing.
Okay.
Well, fast forward pandemic. He owns his own business. So to help him make his ends meet when things started going a little awry for his business, I started loaning him money. So as the money increased to thousands of dollars, he decided to write me a promissory note. Well, Wendy, might I say the promissory note date has come and gone. So my question to you is, should I stick it out because I care for him and just wait for him to pay me? Or should I head to legal action?
How much does he owe you, approximately?
Let's say it's in the higher end that a small claim would not take. It's over a small claims here in Maryland.
So it's over $5,000?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you love this man?
I do love him. I do love him.
Well, then
I can say I love him. Yeah.
Then you should have this conversation with him, and you know what? It might have to go to small claims court, in which case the relationship will be no more. But that's a lot of money, and it kind of speaks to the person that he is, that he's taken advantage of you that way. I understand you didn't have to pay for anything when the relationship first got started, but then, with him borrowing money from you and not paying you back, he's taking advantage of you.
Right. Well, we discussed it, and he says, because he owns a business where he works, and then he has contracts, so he has to wait for the money to come in. So he said when it comes, he just wants to pay me everything back in full.
Does he have children?
Older.
Okay.
Older grown children.
Okay. I mean, keep an eye on it. You know, kicking him to the curb is not out of the question. Taking him to small claims court is definitely not out of the question. And
I agree.
And you should have this conversation with him again and tell him you do want it in piecemeal. You don't need it all at one time. You know, you need $1,000 a week between now and July 1st. How about that?
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Thank you, Wendy.
Take care. Time for Ask Wendy. Becca is in Oklahoma. Hi, Becca. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Fine, thanks.
So I've been in quarantine with my sister and her fiance while I'm finishing college. And my dating life, as you can imagine, has been affected as we've been cautious and socially distancing. But recently, when I've just found someone I trust and enjoy spending time with, I've realized my sister's fiance has a tendency to be a bit overprotective. This has made the situation awkward when I have my date over. Now, I love and appreciate my sister's fiance, so I want to know, should I confront him about this or should I let it slide?
Not confront, but just have a conversation with him. You know, without your sister being there, and explain that, you know, you're trying to develop a personal life for yourself. Do you have your own bedroom there?
Yes, I do.
Why don't you entertain in your bedroom? Doesn't mean you're having the sex. I'm just saying, you know, you got a TV, you got the bed, you know.
Right. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not a big deal though, Becca. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Okay, Jackie's in North Carolina. How you doing, Jackie?
How you doing, Wendy?
Fine, thank you. How can I help?
Hey, listen, I just recently started a online hair extension business only, right? So my daughter and I, you know, she had this question stating that she thought maybe my prices were not as competitive. So my question to you, Wendy, is, do you think I should bend my prices a little bit?
Maybe not bend your prices, but maybe offer a little bit more than the others. Oh, wait, nobody's coming to see you. That's right, it's all online.
Yeah.
A little gift here and there for, you know, your super customers. Bend them in what way? Does she mean lower them or make them
Well, kind of like being a little bit more competitive, but I checked all of my competitors and my prices are right in line. So, you know, I just started in February of this year. And when, you know, one of the things that I really wanted to do was to send you something to you for you to even check it out for yourself. And then that way you can experience this wonderful quality of
I don't
what
want to
I'm
be
selling.
involved. I don't want to be involved. Jasmine does my wigs. I do not want to be involved. Because if I don't like it, then I'd have to tell you, you know.
But that's okay.
No. I don't want to be involved. But good luck. Good luck with the business. You know, hair is a big deal, especially good hair. All right. Take care. Kels is in Michigan. Kels, how you doing?
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Fine, thanks. How can I help?
Okay, Wendy. So here's the thing. I have two close friends who are compulsive habitual liars. They lie about everything, even things that they don't have to lie about. And it's to the point to where I don't even want to have a conversation with them. For example, they'll lie, they'll tell you a story, and then you can reiterate it to them like the next day or even a week later. And I didn't tell you that. I don't know what you're talking about. And it's like, well, where did I even get it from? How do I even know that? So, or you can see them do something like, for example, you can catch them with their hand in a cookie jar. Oh, it's not what it looks like. Oh, I wasn't trying to get a cookie. At this point, Wendy, it is irritating and it's mental draining.
Yeah.
And because they're really close friends, I don't know whether to cut them off or just give them money.
Is everybody in their 40s and 50s and stuff?
Almost, yes. Old enough to know better.
Yeah, I don't have time. If I were you, I wouldn't have time for that, Kels. Sometimes you just have to rid your life of people like that. Nobody likes a liar or a thief. Okay?
So should I start calling them out on their lies, Wendy?
Yeah. Just call them and tell them it's done.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So
take care, Kels.
All right. Well,
all right.
Thank you, Wendy.
Now, Tiffany is one of my Wendy staffers, and she's from the Bronx. Hi, Tiffany.
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Good. I always tell people who work here, you could always just knock on my door and I could give you a private consultation.
Okay. I mean, next time I'll be there.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a question. So, you know, the pandemic has started and I began to enjoy my company a lot more. So, you know that New York is opening up now and everybody wants to hang out. And I want to hang out too, but I don't always feel like putting in the extra effort to commute and do all the extraness. So a lot of my friends have been taking it personally now and they think we have an issue. Is it a problem? So how do I get to tell them, like, relax, it's not that deep, but I just don't always want to go sometimes.
Are most of your friends working?
No, some of them are, but a lot of them are from home or remote.
Well, you tell them that the Wendy Show counts on you every day, you know, and we're a full-blown operation here. And we get tested regularly and often. Did you get swabbed today?
I sure did.
Spit in the vial, you swab.
Yeah.
It's more than just the temperature. So you tell your friends you like your job and you're not trying to sit out for 14 days or however long you have to, you know. And then go out with them when you can and when you want to, but don't make them feel like they've got a stranglehold on you. It's not fair.
Thank you. I agree.
It's time for Ask Wendy. Michelle is in Arizona. Hi, Michelle. How you doing?
How you doing?
Fine, thanks. How can I help you?
Okay, Wendy, so this one is kind of heavy, but I'm ready to talk about it. Currently, I'm in a relationship with a man that I'm totally in love with. I've been 100% faithful to him for over a year now. 2 years before we got together, we were both involved in relationships with partners who ultimately ended up cheating on us with each other. So the woman that he was with was extremely toxic and did a lot of horrible things to him, but he has a habit now of making it like I'm doing the same things that she was. How do I get him to understand that I'm not her and I would never do those things to him?
Ugh. That's a hard one. Because you can talk till you're blue in the face, but the more you talk, the more he might say, oh, you must be up to something. Why are you talking to me about this all the time? Don't do anything other than be yourself. And if you've been with him for a year, right? Do you live together?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Do you have children together?
No.
Okay. Give him a few more months to see how he acts with it. I mean, I couldn't live with being accused of being of the whole cheating thing all the time. I would have to, especially if I'm not. That was his ex-girlfriend who cheated with. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give it some time. Have some conversation with him. How much time should you give him? Till August.
Okay.
Why should she wait around? Thank you. All right. Good luck. All right. Ivy's in Georgia. Hi, Ivy. What's your question? Hi. How you doing?
How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
My question is, I've been dating someone for 3 years, and we have a whirlwind romance, like hot bodies, in shape, traveling the world, living on the West Coast, sunshine and desert. Well, fast forward to 2020, the pandemic hit and I had a corona baby. So since the pandemic hit, there's 4 people in our bed. There's the dog, the baby, and us. So my question is, how do I get that romance back into the relationship? And it seems selfish, but I really miss the time with just us together.
Then
without the baby.
Why don't you tell him that? It's you guys' baby together? Do you plan on wanting to marry him one day?
Yes.
Yeah, then you know what? You should have the conversation with him because you do have a baby and it is worth having the conversation. COVID has changed a lot of people in a lot of weird ways, particularly men who don't feel as sexually desirable as they used to be because a lot of them do not have jobs, and a lot of men, their worth is in their wallets and their worth is in, how they take care of their families, which is connected to their wallets. And, if you don't have a wallet, then you got no worth to a lot of men. So have the conversation with him by himself without the kids being around, okay? And good luck with everything. Okay, it's time for Ask Wendy now. Kamala is in Barbados. Hi, Kamala. How you doing?
How you doing?
Fine, thank you. How can I help?
Wendy. We love you here in Barbados. You are everything. And you are definitely my auntie in my head.
Thank you.
And I really need your help.
Okay.
So my significant other and I, we have been together living in a home that he had prior to me. We live with our 3 children, and his neighbor and I cannot get along. We argue back and forth. And I mean, Auntie Wendy, it can get real crazy.
Does your husband know this?
Right
Or
now,
does your boyfriend know this?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. It can get real ugly.
Is she young like you, or is she an older woman who should know better?
We're both in our mid-30s, so
Okay.
she should know better.
Why don't you get along?
I can't answer that question. I don't know. Maybe it's just, two spirits that can't meet.
Is there a man
And
living in
I'll
the
just
house
leave
with
it at
her?
that.
Man living in the house with her?
Yes.
And children?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I think that the men need to get together, and you two need to get together all at the same time. Let's work this out. You're not moving. You're not.
That was my question to you. Should I move for the sake of peace? Like, my significant other and I were not married. We've been together for a while, but we're not married. So I'm thinking maybe just to solve the problem, maybe I should just move. What do you think, Auntie Wendy?
I think you should stay there. I think you should talk about marriage with your significant other. 3 children is a lot. And you definitely need to not argue with this neighbor. Don't even engage with her. It takes 2 people to fight. If only one person is fighting, that's not a fight. Okay? Have a great day in sunny Barbados.
I love you so much.
Adam is in Germany. Hi, Adam. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Fine, thank you. How can I help?
So here's the issue. Me and my ex-boyfriend broke up around half a year ago, and ever since then, he's been texting me nonstop. No matter where I block him, he just finds a way to reach out to me. The only thing he hasn't done so far is show up at my place, thankfully. And like you, I am scared of the killer. And his actions are giving me the vibes he might be the next one, allegedly, of course. So how do I let him know once and for all that I don't want him in my life anymore?
Well, I think you already let him know by breaking up with him. Now all you have to do is not answer the phone when he calls. Now you might have to live the whole summer with, erroneous phone calls happening all times of day or night, but just don't answer his calls. And then he'll get the hint.
Yep.
You shouldn't have to keep changing your number. It's interrupting our single life.
Exactly.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Now, Dinah is in Detroit. Dinah, how you doing?
How you doing, Wendy? I love you, girl. Wendy, my question is, I'm always making the first move when it comes to me and my husband having sex. I always tell him I want him to start making the first move. He always says that he will, but he doesn't. Weeks can go by, right? And he'll call me up from work and be like, baby, be ready for me when I get home. Wendy, I just want him to come home, get into bed, and surprise me. What is it going to take for him to get spontaneous? Please help me, Wendy.
Are you empty nesters? Are there children there?
No children. All our children are grown and out of the house. It's just me and him.
Now, do you work?
Nope, I'm home right now. I'm not working right now.
Was he sexually aggressive when you first got together those years ago?
Well, Wendy, I make first move sexually, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't sound like you're unhappy. It just sounds like you just want the sex. Well, so what, Dinah?
I just want spontaneous, maybe if I'm in the kitchen cooking and I'm bending over the oven, smack me on the behind, or grab me, pick me up, throw me on the couch, or, just that spontaneous sex.
But
he just won't do it, and he say he will.
But here's the thing, do you dress the part?
Yes, always sexy in bed.
Okay. Well, have the conversation with him. He's not going to make the move. He's not that type of guy. He wasn't that type of guy when you married him. Just be happy that he loves you and you love him and that there is sex to be had. It's just that you have to be the aggressor. Yes. We'll be right back. Time for Ask Wendy. Amber's in Florida. Hi, Amber. How you doing?
How you doing?
Fine, thanks. How can I help you?
So, Wendy, I have a fabulous gay male best friend. We hang out, we shop together, we bar hop. But it's just one thing, like when we're hanging out, it's guys that are attracted to me and I'm interested in them. And he always kind of stops me and he's like, I think they go my way. So I want to be, open-minded to his opinion, but at the same time, I want to be free to, date and do my own thing too. So my question to you is, should I listen to my best friend or should I just follow my own gut?
I would say follow your own gut. It always helps a young single girl like you, before her gaydar is fully built up, to navigate through having a gay best friend. But if you would like to go out separately from him, there's nothing wrong with that. Why don't you go out with your girlfriends? That way you don't have his opinion. You go out for a girls' night out. All right? But these men out here could be tricky.
Yeah, because he says things like, oh, they're a trade. And I don't know if you know what trade is.
Of course I do.
Trade, yeah. Okay, Wendy.
Good luck. We're going to run up in that rib tonight. Can you bring that back?
Uchiwali.
Yeah, Uchiwali all day. Okay. The worst, most filthiest song in all of hip hop. Oh, yes. Even today, yup.
You ever heard 2 Live Crew albums?
I don't care about that. I'm talking about Uchiwali. And stop, start it, bring it back, scratch it up, and,
On the dirty part. On the dirty part.
So it's time for Ask Wendy. Now, David is in Slovakia. David, how you doing?
Hi, Ms. Wendy. How you doing?
Fine, thank you. How can I help you, David?
So basically, I am a student here in Slovakia, and next year I will be leaving for college. And I'm a bilingual student, and I want to study international marketing and business. And I have 2 options. I can stay study here in Europe, or I can go study to the United States and have this incredible experience there. But the problem is, my parents would rather have me study here in Europe, because if I do leave to the States, we would be able to see each other only once a year during the summer break and not even on Christmas. So Wendy, what do I do? Do I get my parents on board with me to go study to the US, or do I just stay here in Europe?
No, you come to the US. The greatest country in the world. You come here and you have a good time. And you know what? You know how to virtual. You make sure that your parents are all set up with the virtual. And it's okay, you can only go home once a year. Who wants to see them all the time anyway? They've been in your face for the last 18 years of your life. Come to America and have a good time studying. Thank you, David.
Thank you so much.
By the way, the sneakers are mine and the jumpsuit is mine. So these are actual clothes that I've actually worn that you've seen me wear before. Anyway, it's time for Ask Wendy, please. Yolanda is in New York. Hi, Yolanda. How you doing?
Oh, my God. How you doing, Wendy? Oh, my God. I love your show. Hi, Wax Wendy. How you doing?
How can I help you, Yolanda?
Wendy, I need your advice. I'm thinking of relocating from New York. I've been here I'm thinking of moving within next year or 2. I've been here my entire life. I want to change, but this is the kicker. My boyfriend of 20 years plus wants me to stay and wait till I retire. I am many years from retiring. I don't want to wait. I've told him this before. And we don't live together, so I'm thinking of moving on my own. What do you think? Is it time for me to relocate?
Well, the only reason why I encourage people to leave New York is so that you come back quickly and you realize there's no place like home. But, you've been with him for 20 years, and if you're not ready to retire, then that means that you can work wherever you relocate. You all don't live together. And what is a 20-year boyfriend? Do you have kids together?
No, we don't. Okay. No. Yeah, he has his own, I have mine, and that's it.
Okay, so you guys can still be together, I guess, as a long-distance boyfriend, girlfriend or something. Where are you thinking of relocating?
I just recently went to Jersey, and I know many people are leaving, there. So that's one of my options.
Yolanda, New York and New Jersey is the same thing. All right, Yolanda.
That's why I want to...
Enjoy your new life, Yolanda.
Thank you, Wendy. How you doing? Love you, girl.
Thank you. So, Marex is in the UK. Now, Marex, do you have a question? How you doing?
How are you doing, darlings?
Fine, thank you. How can I help you?
So me and my boyfriend have been together for almost 5 years now. We love to travel. We go on adventures together all the time. But whether it's a 10-minute run to the shops or an 8-hour road trip, I'm always the one driving because he doesn't have a license. And we've spoken about this, and sometimes being the only driver can be quite exhausting, right? So my question is, knowing that we've spoken about this before and nothing's changed, how do I convince him to take up driving lessons so that we can share this responsibility?
Well, you can always give him a gift of driver's lessons. You know, give him a gift of that. I would imagine driving all the time can be very taxing. Although, if he doesn't want to get his license, then he's got to pay for the Uber. But it's got to be some sort of 50-50 split, you know, when you guys go out.
Yeah, his excuse is that he doesn't feel safe driving our car. But between us, Wendy's, I think he's just being really comfortable being chauffeured around everywhere.
All right, well then let him chauffeur you right over to the Uber and you guys get in that, and that's how you guys go around, okay? Time for Ask Wendy, and Senora is in Illinois. Hi, Senora. How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing, Wendy?
Good. How can I help you?
How are you, beautiful? Well, what's going on with me is my husband and I, we worked our butt off to get where we are today, to make a great life for our kids and I. With his military career and our rights, we made a comfortable life for ourselves. Extended family just seems to reach out to get a piece of what we earn. They don't speak to us about how we got to where we are today. And they just insist on having their hands out. Now, I don't want to be mean, but I want to continue to focus on my family and myself. And can you just give me some gems on how do I deal with family members that constantly ask for money?
Yeah. When you say you're continuing to deal with your family members and yourself, do you mean your husband and your children with your husband, your household?
Yeah, I want to just continue in our own household and the household we create.
The only thing that you can do, Senora, is you can talk to your family separately, you know, and have a real greasy, heartfelt talk with them. Look, you know, I'm in my, what are you, mid-30s?
Yeah, mid-30s.
Yeah, I'm busy. We're doing our earning years. We've got children and our whole lifestyle ourselves. And then you ask him to talk to his family. Now, how he talks to his family depends on how he leads your household. And just keep an eye on his banking to see what he's giving to his family, because chances are he probably won't have the backbone you will.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you.
You take care of yourself.
I appreciate it.
All right, we'll be right
You
back.
too, thank you.
Time for Ask Wendy. Amy is in Pittsburgh. Amy, how you doing?
Wendy, how you doing?
Wow, great hair. How can I help you?
Thank you, Wendy. My question to you, Wendy, is my husband and I have been together for 20-some years, and my mother-in-law will not stop calling me by his ex-girlfriend's name.
Aww.
We will be at the dinner table, like at Thanksgiving or something, and she'll literally ask for his ex-girlfriend to pass the mashed potatoes. I'm not kidding you. Now, my mama raised me that you be respectful to your elders. You don't let somebody get to you. You just ignore them. I've been ignoring her for 20-some years. I think it's time that she stops. While being respectful, Wendy, do you think that I should say something to her, or do you think it's my husband's responsibility, once and for all, to tell her?
Well, after 20 years, I think that you can talk to her. How old is she? Are you sure she doesn't have any, you know, like a memory situation?
I think she thinks it's funny or that she's being cute.
It's not funny.
But Wendy, she's not.
Yeah, it's not funny. You know, have a talk
Maybe
with her.
it's like a power thing, too. I don't
Well,
know.
normally I would say have your husband talk to his mother, but because you've been around for 20 years, you can talk to her. You know her well enough. And if she doesn't stop, then you start calling her other names.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
You know? All right. Take care of yourself.